Hey, Grayson, thanks so much for being with us today. I hear you're getting a little bit closer to Baltimore. You were actually at Jimmy's famous seafood last night during our rain delays. How'd that go?
Yeah, that was pretty nice. It's always special getting to go eat there and everything. They got a great crew there, and me and DL Hall like to eat there a lot. So yeah, I mean it's great.
Question, I think one of the things going into the 2021 season, I mean, first I'm going to ask you. Last year, you were, basically you were at the alternate camp. What was that like? I mean, what did what did that entitle? What was it? I saw the video where you talked about you get up at 7 in the morning, you drive an hour, you do the workouts and all that. But what was the summer of 2020 during the pandemic like for you?
It was different. It was a different setting. Obviously just playing scrimmages and live ADs every day. Nobody in the stands, facing guys in the same jersey. Whether it be Mountcastle, DJ Stewart, Gunnar Henderson, who's a younger prospect of ours, and Adley, of course, and all these other, older kind of guys between AAA and the big leagues. It was it was different. You don't have a full defense behind you, so some balls are hit, and the coaches are kind of judging whether if it's a hit or an out or anything like that. But it was definitely a different experience.
Well, and another question, I guess, kind of about this year. So you transition. I saw the video. I mean, you get up, you drive an hour to APEC, I think, is the workout facility, and you got ready for the season. I think one of the big questions that Mike Elias and the whole minor league system was talking about was basically, okay, what is 2021 for a young pitcher? You're 21 now. What's that going to look like inning-wise? Did they give you a map, or when you were in spring training and the season started instead of April, May, did you have a map for what they envisioned 2021 would look like for you?
Yeah, so they've got that somewhere. I haven't asked what my inning limit is. Usually I don't want to worry about anything like that. But yeah, I mean, we definitely, they're kind of keeping us back, being real careful with us, making sure we're not doing too much out there. But yeah, I mean, as far as innings goes, I'm not exactly sure what that count is, but I'm sure they'll let me know when I get close.
So are you on a pitch count?
Yes. Yeah. Right now we're at 85 pitches or 6 innings. So that's our limit right now. And we're trying to get clean innings. So if we only have about 7 or 8 pitches, usually they're not going to let us go back out.
Yeah, and you're averaging I think 14 strikeouts per 9 innings. So, I also, in looking, I mean, I met you right after you signed. You came up to the broadcast booth. I think you were 18 at the time. That's the summer of 2018. And I'm saying, geez, not only is this a big kid, but he's very mature. I mean, you just seem like you kind of had everything together. When I was watching the video, I noticed something that, you said, I can't rest on ratings, rankings. It doesn't matter if I'm the number 1 pitching prospect, the number 20, because it really kind of matters what I do on the field, and you're doing a heck of a job there. But where did that come from?
I don't know. I mean, coming up through high school and everything, I've been on both sides of the rankings. I started out early in my high school career, you could say, at the top of the rankings, and then kind of fell off towards the bottom and ended up getting drafted, a lot sooner than what we thought, what some other people didn't think. So seeing both sides of the rankings and everything, they're nice and everything, but, ultimately they don't matter from a player's perspective. And just kind of seeing that, learning from it, there's not really a difference between the top pitching prospects and the last, it only matters what goes on in the field.
I was struck by one of the things, I played for Cal Ripken's dad when I was in A-ball, and he said, just like, I don't know where you got this, maybe it was your minor league manager last year saying, come to the ballpark and try to get a little bit better every day. With all the analytics, you talked about the Rapsodo cameras, the editronics and all that. How has that helped you get to kind of where you are, where you're really, I don't know how many, 2-3 starts at AA, and it seems like you really haven't missed a step. You're kind of dominating AA, and who knows where you're going to end up this year. But how has that helped?
It's been a tremendous thing. Being able to use that technology, just to kind of better craft your pitches. To see some things your pitching coach can't see, or your catcher can see in person. Whether that's your index finger holding on to the curveball just a little bit longer, and it messes with the spin efficiency, and it adding a couple extra inches of depth and some spin rate to that, or just how a four-seam fastball spins on the axis and how true it rides and stuff like that. I mean, you're really able to see some in-depth feedback, and, make your stuff better.
So what's it like down at AA Bowie? I mean, they had gas can night the other night. What was that all about? Because, it's amazing. When I played A-ball, 4 of those guys went to the big leagues. I was 18 years old. It looks like there's going to be a number of guys down at AA Bowie that are going to be in the big leagues in the next 2 or 3 years. What's it like between the fans and the camaraderie? And we saw you at Jimmy's Seafood eating. What's that kind of like?
It's a lot of fun. It's a blast to show up to the ballpark every day, especially when you're winning a lot of ball games. Obviously you know what that's like, but just kind of coming in every day, getting a little bit better, and getting to enjoy some things, with the fans and everything, bringing the gas cans and whatnot. That was a lot of fun. We all had a blast. It was fun to play that night. Ultimately, it didn't end up how we wanted it to, but it's kind of getting fans to come back to the ballpark and everything. And I don't know. I mean, people are starting to figure out who the minor league players are, and that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, the other thing is I noticed that I think you guys are 27-13, but there's one of those Yankee Somerset teams that you guys don't play till late in the year. They're 23-7-14, so they're like a game difference. They're a different division. Are you looking? I mean, you play for the Orioles. You're always going to be worried about the Red Sox and the Yankees. Are you looking forward to what's late August and September is going to be like against the Yankees AA team?
Yeah, no, they were just talking about that in the locker room just a second ago. Obviously you kind of keep up with teams that are in your division. Like this week, we're about to take on the Fisher Cats, which is the AA affiliate of the Blue Jays. So you're going to see a lot of these faces for years to come, especially at the big league level, as these guys are going to kind of move up and get better and everything. But yeah, I mean, it all starts down here.
Well, stay healthy, have a good time, have a lot of fun, and of course, what Cal Ripken Sr. told me, you know what? Never let anybody outwork you, and winning is a lot of fun, and it looks like that's what you guys are able to do. So stay healthy, and hopefully we'll see you in Baltimore as soon as we can.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.